Okay. Hey everyone, meteorologist Jeanette Calle here, coming up on 1240 on this Saturday afternoon, and my goodness, the risk for ice continues to increase, so much so that the National Weather Service has just issued an ice storm warning for the hill country. This means that ice accumulations have increased between 1/4 of an inch to isolated spots receiving upwards of 1/2 an inch of ice. And that will certainly do some damage. Roads will be nearly impassable this evening through tonight. Also, a significant ice buildup on trees and power lines, which will likely cause power outages. This runs through midday tomorrow. So ice storm warning from Edwards County to Real County, Bandera, Kerr, Kendall, and Comal counties. These are the counties in our viewing area under this ice storm warning, and of course farther north towards the Austin viewing area under that ice storm warning. Now we cannot let our guard down farther to the south. While ice accumulations will be a little less, we're still talking slick travel. And let's take a look at this computer model giving you an idea, showing you of how much ice we're talking. Really, again, it's the hill country that could see more than this. I know these numbers are showing between 1/10 of an inch to just shy of 1/4 of an inch, but there will be some isolated spots that will pick up more than that. I would say lesser amounts the farther south and east you go, but just a little as a glaze will cause definitely some slick travel. And here is the freezing line. Behind that, temperatures below 32, and that is slowly pushing to the south. We're just 1 degree shy of the freezing mark at the airport here. Northern, northwestern San Antonio and Bexar County already below that 32-degree mark. It's in the 20s in Kerrville and Rock Springs. Del Rio now below freezing at 31. New Braunfels at 34. Ahead of the line, temperatures are above freezing, upper 30s to low 40s, but notice closer to Highway 90 now, temperatures are dropping to the lower 30s. There is more rain, more freezing rain, sleet that's now moving into far northern Uvalde County, southern Real County, and still seeing a bit of freezing drizzle, sleet, even reports of graupel, which are snow pellets. They are along I-10 in Kerr County near Kerrville. The rest of the area, it's mostly just liquid rain. That's around Hondo, even some sprinkles mist over southern and southeastern Bexar County. The eastern zone, that's cold rain, and that moisture is lifting to the north. We're going to see another wave of moisture coming in tonight. Plus, temperatures will continue to drop as that Arctic air mass filters farther south. And here comes the concern for ice. 7 o'clock this evening, we'll have to watch for patchy ice closer to San Antonio. And notice more of that widespread icing across the hill country and areas near Highway 90 from Hondo to Uvalde and Del Rio. 10 o'clock tonight, we'll see some of that icing in the eastern zone. The overnight hours, we're talking freezing rain, and notice 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, freezing rain, freezing drizzle in the eastern zone, and then that moves off towards the east. Although the precipitation comes to an end by about 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're still going to experience slick roads across the area. That up until temperatures get above freezing, and that's not going to happen until tomorrow in the afternoon. So expect mostly just a cold rain in San Antonio over the next, I would say 3 to 4 hours. Temperatures should hover just above freezing until about 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon, but we'll keep watch if that changes. And then a better chance for that wintry mix as we go into the evening and tonight, as temperatures will be below freezing for several hours. So that is an ice storm warning for the hill country, winter storm warning for the rest of the area. In fact, for San Antonio, that goes into effect as early as 3 o'clock this afternoon, 6 p.m. for much of the eastern zone, and going into effect at midnight farther to the southeast. Extreme cold warning for the area this evening through Monday morning. That may be extended through Tuesday morning. This is how cold it'll likely feel like outside tomorrow in the morning. With the gusty winds and that Arctic air in place, we'll likely have single-digit wind chill temperatures tonight through tomorrow morning, really, and single-digit wind chills closer to San Antonio and Highway 90, upper teens to low 20s across the south. Make sure that you stay weather aware. Make sure that all your electronic devices are charged up. Download the 4Zone Weather app if you haven't done so yet. If there's any watch or really warning at this point that's issued for your area, you'll get a notification. You'll be able to track radar, see where the rain, the ice, the sleet is falling. You'll also be able to check out the temperatures. This is just a free download. Search 4Zone Weather. Let's go back here. If you're just joining us, meteorologist Jeanette Calle here. It is now 12:45, and we are live online, bringing you an update because the National Weather Service has just brought or issued a ice storm warning for the Hill Country, and this runs through midday tomorrow. So Edwards County to Comal County, ice accumulations expected, a general 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch, but there will likely be some isolated spots that pick up to 1/2 an inch of ice. My goodness, that will weigh down power lines and trees, and roads will be nearly impassable. This gives you an idea, general idea of how much ice we're talking. San Antonio to the north, 1/4 of an inch plus. We'll see that ice risk increase farther to the south and east this evening. However, through the rest of today into tonight, that ice risk already pretty high in the Hill Country. Temperatures below freezing in the 20s from Rock Springs to Kerrville. It's below freezing as well in Del Rio and Bernie. We're seeing low 30s, 30, 31 around Stone Oaks, Scenic Oaks, Fair Oaks Ranch, even the Rim. It's 33 degrees at the airport. That purple line is indicating the freezing line. Winter radar still seeing some patchy freezing precipitation. It's mostly light freezing rain, even some sleet pellets most likely in the mix. Freezing rain that falls in liquid form, however, glazes, freezes over surfaces that are at 32 degrees or lower. And this area has been seeing temperatures that have been below freezing since early this morning. We are going to keep you guys updated. Please stay warm, stay safe, and stay with News 4 as we continue to keep an eye on this forecast. Again, icy conditions expected for the area tonight through the overnight, and then moving away by tomorrow morning before daybreak.